Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Edward.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Code Geass, episode 10. So anything you want to bring up, or anything you want to bring up for future?
We did see Mr. Orange and his friend talking about there might have been a guy in a school uniform there.
So they might be investigating the school for something.
I'm surprised it took her so long to bring it up.
Because look at what happened to him. She's probably scared, like, if it comes out that something like that happened to her, that maybe they'd look down on them again even more. I don't know.
Well, it could have been that she thought that's crazy. It makes no sense. Like, all I remember is just some kid that's not connected. But then over time, she's like, maybe that's not so crazy.
Still, her nightmare was stolen.
That is true. That's a very big.
Yeah. How did she get around that? Like, coming back without her nightmare.
I am curious how come that never came up.
Left it at the laundry cleaner. Sorry.
Unless Lelouch did leave it behind, so maybe she like found it and just nobody realized it was missing that time because she got it back.
Maybe, but maybe these questions will be answered. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, check the Patreon in the description if you guys want to see next episode ahead for any of our shows. I'll be seeing you in discussion.
Died hard?
Oh, the Kyoto group. I imagine he just takes her on trips.
She probably just comes along on her own.
Swimming center. Uh-oh.
Probably because he broadcast the thing with Zero.
She has an idea of who to check out?
Because of the uniform.
Ooh, look at that. That's like getting a tank delivery. Recruits. Man, they have a lot of power. Didn't realize he was that big.
We're going hiking.
They're going. Okay, just go.
We're going for a company bonding trip.
Just like leave school.
Like, hey.
That didn't say don't remember this face.
Right?
It seems like it's...
I guess he's included in the unusual activity.
Part of the thing is that they don't remember getting the command.
You're right, because the one girl.
He's just sitting and just chilling with them.
Let's make it as usual as possible so they'll never remember it.
Just super casual.
Oh. So they're laying a trap for the trap. Alright.
She's just like super can. She's not just kicking her feet. She's just like.
Cause.
Yellow snow?
Yellow Snow remembers too much.
He remembers too much. Look how many. My goodness.
Nothing to chance. Okay.
It's like, yep. Messiah's okay. Okay.
Total dependence.
Somebody actually shoots him.
Whoa!
What the heck was that? Jazz hands. Holy swords.
They're just chilling.
Oh, that's all you need to see, the scrambling.
Okay. Good.
We shall see which is
The
superior.
trees just moved. What happened?
You got a problem with that?
What?
Oh dear.
Oh. I mean, you can still back her up.
Yeah. Hey yo, what's up? It's me.
The same kind of person. I appreciate it.
Code R? It was General Bartley's decision.
General Bartley.
Who is already taken out. Oh no.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Mr. Literal.
He's
a
manic.
broken man. He has a really small nose.
Another
Another
miracle.
miracle, eh? Here he comes.
Oh,
Like,
Time!
put your helmet back on, man.
Please!
alright, let's go.
I want to be the guy with the bazooka.
Capture Cornelia.
Are you serious?
Oh,
What? What is that supposed to do? Is it? Are we causing geysers?
they detonated like the mountain.
She's just watching.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice map.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good question.
It's taking out the city.
Oh dear.
Huh.
Consulted my physics teacher.
The Black Knights are here. Oh,
Oh no!
Bruh.
oh, you're gonna get more troll
He's
Jeremiah.
so crazy.
Except Jeremiah's on his way.
Take that, tanks.
Yeah. I just realized his eyes are orange.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. No. Oh, they got up. It actually is right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
survive his little nightmare, though.
Uh-oh.
Extension!
Extendo arm!
Oh dear. As Lord Jeremiah did. Oh.
You gotta get out.
You should probably,
Get out.
like...
Jerry!
Jeremiah? Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
he is crazy. Okay. Don't you dare.
He's bleeding.
Oh.
Wow, he's really
Oh.
gone.
He was like he was getting
Oh,
microwaved.
he got out. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's all right.
But
Oh, why?
The Guren.
Whoa, all the conditions.
Oh. Discussion.
Discussion!
Yeah. So a battle begins. So right in the beginning of the episode, we get told that Kyoto sends them some Gurens, and in the same episode, they go save Kyoto's butt.
Yeah.
So Narita is the name of the mountain where it was rumored that the Kyoto base was located.
right. Some of that may have come from the PR guy, blonde hair guy, and he suspected he was maybe a spy. Yeah, because I thought it was from him that the information came, because they were, the way they said it was like from, we don't know if we can trust this guy.
Yeah, I think that was the information they got to go to Mount Naria.
Right.
Yeah, because then they said, "Let's go. We're going hiking, right?"
Yeah.
So what do you think of those new nightmares?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially the one Callan got. She got like the beast one,
Cool.
which I thought was smart of Lelouch to not be in the showy one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might think, oh, he's gonna be the one who wants to take the best
Yeah.
one to be the strongest.
He's
but
always blended in.
yeah, but he's not like very physically capable. He's
Yeah.
smart. Like even
Yeah.
when he was like trying to raise Suzaku up the
he could do
stairs,
it.
he couldn't keep up. Yeah, so it was a good choice to give Callan the suit, and of course, like he predicted, she has motive.
And also, every time we've seen Lelouch in a nightmare, he's either had to run away from somebody, or if he has used it, it's been on like a super vulnerable target.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily a pilot.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
I don't think
has
so.
any pilot training.
Yeah, I think
They
the
just
others
kinda
just
threw-
picked it up.
They just kind of threw Suzaku in there. It's like, it
Suzaku,
works.
No, Suzaku does, because they said he had the highest rating in the military academy.
Yeah, because I think less like where they train to use them, but even though they're never gonna let them actually pilot a real one.
That's actually what they were talking about. It's like, why do they make you do those things if you're never going to use it?
Right.
But the scientist guy wanted the best for the prototype. So Kyoto has a lot of military resources. We've talked about it before, that there seems to be the remnant of the army, so they probably got stashes all over the place. But it does seem like pretty crazy that they're willing to give them just, here, have 5 of these and have one of these.
Well, Zero, Lelouch was saying how this isn't, I can't remember what Callan was saying, this is a great opportunity or something. It was a test, yeah. So I think maybe they knew something was going to happen, because they were like, when the attack got worse, it's like, they're surrounding us, what do we do?
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe they kind of had an inkling that something was going to happen. It's like, well, let's see if Zero comes to our rescue. If with these that we give him. Zero. Yeah.
Few names start with Z, but when they do, they're always awesome. Something else that came up this episode is that Cece does not know her name.
Is that what she meant?
Well, yeah, it's just, he's saying, Cece's not a human name, and then she said, Weiss knows white, doesn't know his color.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is there anything there?
She's a vampire who's been alive for millions of years, and now she has forgotten what it's like to be human.
Well, I was thinking that maybe not a vampire, but she's definitely from maybe another planet or something, and she's not necessarily like maybe she's an outcast of some sort that's trying to like regain control of something, like her old ruling or whatever, or maybe it's some part of this earth, like she used to be a being that used to exist on the earth. I don't know, but I think she's main thing is like she's not like she was an outcast or something, and she has these powers, and she's trying to find someone to help her and she's basically giving Lelouch what he wants to do what he wants, and then it's like,
So
okay, now you gotta do what I want.
Don't call him Orange. Jeremiah went off in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna be okay.
He's currently not okay, and then on top of it, he might not be more not okay.
I mean, did you see him, like, when he passed out right at the end?
Oh, really?
Yeah, his eyes rolled back in the head.
Because of, like, the heat and everything going on.
Yeah, and his nose was bleeding and all that.
It's not just the heat. I think it actually kind of has, like, microwave effect. So, yeah.
He might be decommissioned after this. Because I don't know if, first of all, he disobeyed orders, leaving the ranks, along with everyone else that was behind him there. Although Cornelia might look at it as, you know, he's kind of like a pawn in her game. Like, if he could take him out, maybe she would have been okay with it. But then also the fact that he might be destroyed by whatever just happened to him in there, then he might not be able to do anything after this.
It kind of depends on what's her name?
Yeah, the girl.
Ventiligo.
Yeah, it depends on her performance, because, like, if any of them there are successful in slowing down or doing something good there, it kind of reflects on him as well.
Yeah, because he brought him out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel for Jeremiah, to be honest, because even though, I mean, he's on the bad side and he was hurting people, but
and he enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you know, he's accused of something he didn't do, but he has no way of explaining why he did it.
Yeah.
So that must be like such a mental torment. Like, why? But why would I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
You know, so you know something happened, but you can't explain it.
Yeah, it can drive you to insanity, honestly. Which it seems
and
to
then
have
everybody
been.
just keeps on, like,
Making fun of you for it.
throwing the pie in his face.
Yeah.
Everyone calls him Orange.
And it's a little hint of, like, there's a real friendship between him and the girl. It's like, I knew you'd come.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
He was almost not almost, he was quite happy to hear that she also saw something happened to her. It's like, it's not just me. So that means there is something that happened. You know?
Yeah.
There was also earlier, before the fight began, where orange-haired guy who was always, you know, suspicious. The one with the spiky hair, always suspicious of Zero. And he was ready to quit, and Zero was about to shoot, but not.
Yeah.
He's like, that was
Shoot
cool.
me.
Shoot me. Yeah. He was like, you either fight with me or die with me.
Live with me or die.
Live with me or die with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was important to kind of deal with him, the red hair, and also bring in the newbies.
Insurgency.
Yeah. Deal with that.
Insurgency?
Is that a word?
Resistance?
Maybe resistance.
Sure.
But also kind of deal with the newbies' mindsets, because they're not as, like, sold in as the ones that have been there with him for a while. So that was kind of important for them to see his steadfastness.
Yeah.
And how he dealt with that.
I do enjoy those scenes when they show him having to deal with his side of things, because he is doing crazy things all the time, but it is the way people are at times where it's like, okay, that's too crazy. Even if you pulled this off before, that's nuts, you know?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that there's some resistance there when you see a little army and just like 10 of you.
I don't know if part of keeping some of your plan secret is important, especially if you don't know if people will feel the same, like, confidence as you.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, shouldn't he have let them in a little bit?
Well, actually, I wonder to what extent, because Callan knew what to do with the microwave
Yeah, that's
thing.
true. So maybe he only told, like, certain people.
Maybe he's got like an inner circle and Callan's a part of that.
Yeah.
And everybody else is outside.
Maybe the inner circle is the first Black Knight people. He
But
probably just talks
Spikehair
to
would
them.
have been one of those first
He
people.
would have. But I think maybe
But he's always been rather
abrasive.
guy.
So Lelouch might have just known, let's not tell him.
Or he knew if he didn't tell him this would happen, I'd give him a moment to make everybody
Like, he knew all of this would happen.
He saw it all coming.
Honestly, I can see him having
Yeah.
that he did that or something.
And then, his plan, this whole chess match is to capture the queen, Cornelia.
But the problem is, even if they get Cornelia surrounded, she's not alone. And she's herself, she's a very good pilot, but she got her bodyguard there, who are all exceptional pilots. And as good as Callan is, I think she may be one of the only exceptional pilots in the Black Knights roster right now. That said, Toto is on his way, but he's far off.
Yeah.
And if he does show up, what's the odds he joins up with Zero's side?
Yeah.
Like,
So
he's gonna have to establish communication. What are you doing here?
a lot of things have to happen before he joins in. I mean, he'll join if he sees them, okay, they're fighting Cornelia, he'd be like, okay, you're helping.
But
and
to
then
join his plan.
yeah, that's another thing. And I mean, he might be more willing to try and kill Cornelia than to try to give Cornelia to Zero. And Zero would have to let him know that too.
There was talk of messiahs and miracles this episode, and we got mention of another miracle. They said if Toto was here, he could pull off another miracle, like the miracle of Kagashima, I think he said.
I didn't catch it, but
I'm sure it'll come up again, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, he is a super revered general guy for a reason.
Yeah, like that's a lot of confidence. If you see yourself that surrounded, like, if anyone could do it, he could do something.
Guy.
This guy, yes.
Yeah, there's 10 of us, and there's like 150 of them. Yeah. But this guy can probably do that.
Yeah, they just need to break away through. Yeah. And Toto, they're hyping him up a lot. He looks awesome. He hasn't been saying much.
Yes.
And he's just flooring it straight through all the barricades. Yeah. Like, okay, this guy's a real deal. Yeah, and he's got 4 holy swords.
He sleeps when he's in the driver's seat. It's great.
So I think if Zero wins his what is it? Respect. Yeah. That would be like a super win.
Massive.
Because winning him would be like taking a whole group of people under his control.
If he got Toto on his side, he would essentially supplant the Kyoto group. Which
Toto is in the Kyoto group, right?
Yes, he is a part of it.
So he's not like leader.
I don't know. From what I've seen, it seems like there's multiple factions within the Kyoto group, and like there's multiple generals leading their own offsets. Yeah, they all come together.
That's what I understood, but I thought that he was still like
the
everybody looks to him, even though he doesn't call himself the leader.
Maybe he's like revered as a great general, so like all the generals might be like, well, what would Toto do?
Yeah, we did see that happen when we saw 2 sides in the room were arguing, and he was sitting off to himself, and they were like, what do you think, Toto?
Yeah.
So they do revere him. I don't know about leadership, but I generally don't know. But yeah, they do revere what he says. The only other thing I have was, again, those bazookas are insane. When they hit a tank, they flip the tank and then blow up. Like, a bit overkill. Unless, you know what would be crazy? What if the reason it flips the tank and then destroys it is because the author kept in mind that these things are meant to destroy nightmares? So once it hits something lighter like a tank, that's why the tank flips.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The only other thing I have is Callan Ace.
Yes, Callan.
She needs to train more.
Microwave power.
Our Toto.
And she's super like driven right now. She's like, I'm ready to defeat you all.
Yeah. Take this, Britannia.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain going up to the mountain, she was just reading the manual.
Yeah.
She's gonna memorize that thing.
Yeah.
She still won't put her uniform on.
And although I will say, in Lord Jeremiah's defense, he was not in his better nightmare. Callan still managed to get one up on him, and that is impressive.
Yeah,
because he's
supposed to be really
But yeah, so guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and remember, check out the Patreon if you guys would like to see a next episode ahead of any show that we have a whole week early. We'll see you guys next time in React City. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thank you to Tyrone, Tohannes, Mitchell D, Andrew, and Washington.